I hear more often than not people still asking me, why don't I hear from God? Why can't I hear from God? And we've talked about it several times, I know. And I was reading in the Bible. I want to come up with a couple answers biblically to give to you today if you're thinking that you're not hearing from God on your morning cup of inspiration. There are a couple reasons. One could be there's things that are going on that we don't know about, obviously. I always talk about things that go on in the background where God is at work and we don't even realize it. And in the book of Daniel, chapter 10, he talked about Daniel wasn't hearing from God. And he was fasting. He was praying for 21 days, right? 3 weeks. And an angel appeared to him and said to him that he was dispatched from heaven with Daniel's answer, but that he was tied up. He was delayed for 21 days by the spirit prince of the kingdom of Persia. So there's the spirit of darkness, that of course is Satan, his angels, or whatever, from the king of Persia, and he was fighting this. It was a heavenly war. And as a result, it's taken him fighting and holding him off that God sent Michael, the archangel, to come to his rescue. And then he was able to go on and give Daniel his answer. So there are things that are going on. There's wars in the heavenly constantly. And we have to be aware of that there's a fight for us, for our soul, constantly. Another thing is that we may have unconfessed sins in our lives, that we are blocking ourselves from God. God is, sin is the big blockade. And the only way to conquer sin is accept Christ in your life and ask him for forgiveness, because he's the conduit between us and God. And God hears from us and he hears our voice. But if we have unconfessed sin, in Psalms 66:18, it says, if I had not confessed the sin in my heart, the Lord would not have listened. Psalmist knew, I have to unconfess sins. I have to pray about it. I have to ask God to forgive me. It's the sins that cut us off from God, because he turns his back to sin. We know that. When he did that with Christ on the cross, he was wearing all the sin of the world on his shoulders. I think a good prayer to pray often is Psalm 139:23, where it says, search me, O Lord, and know my heart. Point out anything in me that offends you, and lead me along the path of everlasting life. And I know that's one prayer God will answer. He will show you if there's something that's holding you back. And we confess our sins and we open ourselves up to him. And he hears our prayers and he answers us. God bless you, everyone. I look forward to seeing you for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.